Hello everyone. I am an ordinary villager from Guangxi province in southern China. As the 2025 Spring Festival has just concluded, I'd like to share how we local villagers celebrate Chinese New Year's Eve, to help more people understand Chinese Spring Festival traditions. This year's Lunar New Year's Eve fell on January 28, 2025, Gregorian calendar, which corresponds to the 29th day of the 12th lunar month in 2024. While different provinces in China have varying customs for celebrating this occasion, most regions in Guangxi share similar traditions. On Lunar New Year's Eve, all daily work comes to a halt. After breakfast, every household divides tasks to prepare ritual items: incense sticks, spirit money, joss paper, fireworks, chickens, ducks, fruits, and vegetables, following customs passed down for centuries. Visits my cousin's family task. He and his sister are analyzing the most efficient way to use a knife to make an incision, aiming to completely remove the chicken's internal organs. My sister sent us a chicken and duck yesterday, which we'll use today. The chicken will be offered at our ancestral hall, a tradition maintained by every clan in our village for millennia. The duck will enrich our reunion dinner. We process the chicken manually, draining its blood, scalding it in boiling water to remove feathers, then cleaning it thoroughly. In the video, my wife plucks chicken feathers while my father and aunt handle the duck's more stubborn down. With an injured finger, I'm relegated to observer duty, checking neighbors' preparations, playing with children, or documenting the process. This village road was constructed by the national government with an investment of several million yuan. Additionally, the government helped pave all roads in the village with concrete, which has greatly improved our transportation convenience. We no longer worry about waterlogging in mud during rainy days. After the road was completed, many villagers rebuilt their houses along both sides of it. Since this village road connects multiple neighboring villages, there is frequent vehicle traffic passing through. This occasionally poses safety risks as traffic markings have not yet been painted on the road, sometimes leading to minor collisions between vehicles and pedestrians. Fortunately, street lights have been installed, eliminating the need for people to carry flashlights or other lighting tools when walking at night. The children said, the sky is constantly filled with the explosions of fireworks and the sound of firecrackers. Setting off fireworks during the day when the light isn't visible is such a waste. This store is one of the small shops in our village, primarily selling beverages, cigarettes, alcohol, and snacks. The children in the village love this place because it offers a variety of their favorite snacks at very affordable prices.
怕一包啊？啊
？3瓶盐水，1个鸭爪。鸭爪1个鸭爪。
唔要。
让。
講太頻啦，坑泉水有冇？其他。可以挖水。咩挖水？哪呢？ màu bánh ta này.
我有毛盖。
Đi đi.
我们黑暗苹果的那里是红字。
Leng phản hành. Mở vô, mở cái này được rồi.
你还要腌呢？
Phải ao giang. Chăn lòng ghê xí đi chăn lòng hả? Còn nhớ bạn nâng lèm bạc.
我马上把火洗了，今晚。
Tinh tròn đấy. Sập gì đó.
真浓。我必须得拿这一瓶。
Xong cái xí.
有一瓶只有这一瓶不一样。会的。
I bought 2 packs of cigarettes, each priced at 12 yuan RMB. Additionally, I purchased 2 bottles of 2.1-liter mineral water. My son and daughter bought 3 bottles of water. The total cost was 33 yuan RMB. The store accepts both QR code payments and cash. When we walked out of the store, we saw a few people playing mahjong at the table here.
Thằng cay má. Wow, yeah.
Once again, I saw a few fish kept in a basin by the roadside, which must be the shop owner's preparation for tonight's dish.
没有啦。
On both sides of the road are lychee trees planted by the villagers. Our area is known for its abundant lychee production, and the fruits are exceptionally delicious. Around June each year, many buyers from other provinces come here to purchase lychees in large quantities. They then transport them by truck to other regions for wholesale and retail distribution.
远。
In our village, almost every household owns a car, so the roads sometimes get quite congested. Government officials have promised us that they will soon widen the road surface to 2 lanes, pave it with asphalt, and properly mark the traffic lines. I need to place the 2 bottles of water I purchased in the car. At that moment, I noticed my neighbors across the way were putting up Spring Festival carpets. I went over to see if they needed any help. It seemed they were using the wrong type of adhesive, as the carpets couldn't securely adhere to the smooth tiles. Once the glue dried, the carpets would peel off the surface. Every time they managed to stick the left side properly, the right side would come loose again. They had tried multiple times without success. I suggested they switch to a different adhesive, such as double-sided tape.
Nên đưa cho cụ rồi á.
Hả?
Cho cụ à.
Bây giờ
Đó. Cái na.
hả?
Cái na.
Cái xin vô nải vô. Nó nữa. Đây lá để nó lo. Cái thân thân thì chịu.
Này, cụ đâu vậy không?
Hả?
Ta la.
Cái lá cũng chạy đâu nữa. Hả? Cái chạy hả? Chứ rồi à? Có người mua cái đấy rồi chứ à? Cái lúa à? Cái không nào? Là không muốn nói là kia có chỗ ở kia là chỗ không?
Sang nữa lọc liều lỗ. Hả? Là nhắn càng à? Sang nữa giờ lọc liều đó là.
Phá là
Ni chỉnh hồng mà ta. Chỉnh hồng mà ta à.
đi chừng hả? Đi chừng hả đó cũng thật khá.
Hãy sang lửa giờ phản hoại nữa.
Mà đây chỉ là nó là ngang không? Bố bạn lại không mà giờ lúc mấy chừng nữa nè.
Chỉ cho nó ăn có dầu trong thì cho mình thì tiếp chỉ cho nó. Đi cả dầu trong thì cho mình tiếp chỉ cho nó. Đi cạo xe à?
Dạ. Nó chặt chặt mày dầu à?
Không ra khỏi do.
Thôi. Đây. Muối hó.
Cạo đầu tôi sẽ mặt ta.
Mà tới muối à.
Sang lửa dầu lẩy liều đó. Niệm sao ở nhà họ là thâu mình cạo chỉ mũ quá nó. Mỗi thâu mình cạo chỉ đôi liang thầu, câu thành đôi tiền.
I wonder if you've noticed that the red spring couplets here have white tops. In traditional Chinese culture, red symbolizes auspiciousness and celebration, while white is often used in funerals or sacrifices, representing solemnity and mourning. In fact, the custom in Guangxi of leaving white sections at the top of spring couplets is called white-headed spring couplets. Throughout history, as our nation was repeatedly invaded by foreign enemies, the white color commemorates heroes who sacrificed their lives resisting aggressors. The white-headed spring couplets carry profound mourning for war martyrs, conveying the message, without this touch of white, how could there be the red of 10,000 households? This tradition embodies a humanistic spirit of intertwined joy and sorrow. It is not only a treasure of local culture but also a microcosm of the Chinese nation's collective memory.
不来，
也就有那个没有啊？对吧？
来，放开，
大风
不来。
啊。咩？推成我啊？
係咯，你講得輕同我講咯。
來，นั่นเป็นการเก็บไว้เลี้ยงมาตรฐาน過來，你掟佢咩？六成咩啊？六成開。
成開。
啱明嗰邊咧，繼續跳你。
I need to go home to check how the preparations are coming along. It seems they've done a decent job. The chicken has already been processed, cleaned, and placed in the pot to cook. Since the chicken will be used for ancestral worship rituals, it shouldn't be chopped into pieces during cooking but needs to remain whole. My mom is also busy in the kitchen right now. Let me help with the fire. Every household here plants a lot of fruit trees, which generates plenty of wood. That's why we use it for cooking meals. Food cooked with fire would taste especially delicious, something you can't achieve with natural gas.
點會見到咧？年年都係我整到噶啦。
就追水啦，真係啊！係啊。
Lạ mà.
He duck my dad is processing is almost done. He told me to take the offal back first to cook. Actually, some parts of chicken and duck offal are edible. First, you need to thoroughly clean the offal with salt. This way, the taste and texture when cooked will be excellent. These are the spirit money needed for worshipping ancestors.
就送手機插到。
哦，死也不爱我呢。我这个小孩真的是很有法国呢。
This is my nephew, the youngest son of my younger brother. He's not yet 3 years old, very smart and mischievous.
Thế nào?
Oh, I forgot to put the 2 packs of cigarettes into the car earlier. These are the 2 packs I just bought. They're locally produced. When I returned to the kitchen, I found my little nephew diligently tending to the fire. Since I live and work in other cities year-round and only return home during the Chinese New Year for a short stay, he rarely sees me and still feels a bit unfamiliar and shy around me. Watching him focus intently on his task, I found him utterly adorable. I'm confident that as he grows older, he will become a great helper for the family.
Chị話齋一停嘢嗰啲又想口痕又想食嘢噶啦，怪不得阿四胖了那麼多了。我還是說，你阿四話齋。
得啦，得啦，得啦。
Đâu không phải tại thì bạn đi tao ở đây cho gì đâu sẽ uống gì đâu
大嬸你嗰啲
My mother is going to flip the chicken in the pot to the other side and continue cooking it to ensure that the entire chicken is thoroughly cooked. After walking out of the kitchen, I noticed my cousin's family preparing a dish that struck me as quite novel. It was my first time seeing this particular cooking method. They explained that it required steaming with hot water vapor. Though I wasn't entirely familiar with the technique, I found myself genuinely curious about how it would taste once finished.
Áo trong vậy?
Only half an hour had passed and they had already completed the processing work. It was evident that they were about to start steaming. Everyone seemed to be very busy, while I was the only one at leisure because of my injured finger, which meant I couldn't help with anything else. Suddenly, it occurred to me that I had forgotten I have 2 children. I didn't know where they were or what they were doing. I assumed they might have gone over to the neighbor's house across the street to watch TV. I needed to go find them and inform them in advance to prepare for the ancestral worship ceremony.
Vậy, này là em có. Chuẩn bị khoan có hồi lâu à? Để bài giả lâu à?
Bài giả? Đó bài giả trước.
Ừ?
Bài đầu.
Ở đây.
Bài đầu. Cái bài giả.
Bài giả, bà giả.
Cái bài đầu cơ.
Bài几个了？哇，这个这么难看的东西，为什么看这些东西呢？
像吧。
走了，走了，走啦！放过回啦！不过来不放。
薯菠蘿同埋食榴蓮，同埋食嗰啲咩仲有咩？嗰啲咩中意食啊嚇？番茄冇喎。哦，
Then I went back to the kitchen to check on Mom's progress. It looked like things were going well. She had already started arranging the items according to traditional customs. This method of arrangement had to follow the customs, with specific rules and techniques involved. The chicken is already cooked. See, this is why the chicken needs to be kept cold from the start. It will be removed and placed on a plate. Then some other ingredients are added for garnish. Finally, a spoonful of salt is sprinkled over the meat. After placing the chicken, the plate should also include other complementary meats. A long-standing tradition where all ingredients are arranged together in a single dish to form a unified whole. Because the boiling liquid is extremely hot, my mother must carefully lift them out with chopsticks and meticulously arrange them into an orderly pattern. The symbolic meaning of this practice is that the chicken serves as an offering to ancestors and must be seasoned with salt. Salt has long been a symbol of longevity and purity in Chinese culture spanning thousands of years. The use of salt in offerings also represents reverence and gratitude towards ancestors, expressing both awe for their legacy and appreciation for their blessings. After Mom arranged the items, she asked me to fetch the incense sticks and candles, spirit money, and firecrackers, all essential for the memorial ceremony. There were specific rules about the exact quantities of incense sticks and candles needed. Although I counted them very carefully, I wasn't entirely clear on some of the finer details.
Làm đây cái gì cháu? Cái sập cháu à?
My younger brother, worried I might make a mistake, came in to count them again.
Bỏ. Sẵn tủa. Rồi.
Nãy thằng ấy lấy tháng gì này xem này nó tháng anh nhận lại nhé thì xem này thấy anh làm lấy cái tháng gì này nha nhận lại cái tháng
Đây liền phần hãng.
cái anh nhận lại cái thèo.
Mày
However, when mom checked, she discovered that both my brother and I had made errors. In the end, Mommy had to step in to correct our mistakes.
cô này lắm.
While walking past my little nephew, I playfully asked him if he could share a candy with me, but he seemed unwilling.
Giọng. Giọng. Trồng gì mà? Trồng gì mà? Trồng gì mà?
Ăn xịt không nhà ngã gì đó.
Cái chi sẽ bằng chất xài.
Đấy, làm cái gì nữa? Làm ăn là gì đấy?
Next, we will officially commence the ancestral worship ceremony. To demonstrate piety towards our ancestors, we carry the offerings by hand and walk there on foot. Everyone, regardless of age or gender, participates in this procession. This collective practice allows us to educate the younger generation through personal example, thereby ensuring the continuation of our customs and traditions.
Siluman. Chop.
This is the ancestral hall of our Li family, where the spirits of our ancestors from past generations are enshrined. All members of the Li clan in this village come here to pay tribute. It seems people from other families have already arrived before us. This tradition of ancestral worship has been preserved for generations. During these ceremonies, we teach our children the rituals and procedures involved, ensuring they understand the proper ways to honor our ancestors. I'm instructing my son and daughter now, just as my father once taught me, continuing this custom from one generation to the next.
Em thả cháu lắm. Em thả cháu à.
During this period of ancestral worship, the adults instruct the children on the proper sequence of rituals. The children carefully follow these teachings to complete each action. Through repeated guidance, they gradually master the full procedure. The basic sequence is: first pour tea, then wine. After pouring, they clasp their hands in a ceremonial bowing gesture and repeat this worship 3 times, with approximately 3-minute intervals between each repetition. This represents the Chinese tradition of 3 rounds of wine offering. Following this, spirit money is burned, and the final act involves setting off firecrackers to conclude the ceremony. As the children grow older, they become capable of performing these rituals independently, thus ensuring the transmission of this custom through generations.
呢個酒，嗰邊3個。
爸，
幹嘛？
你看那有个符贴在那儿，那里有个福字，那里有个符耶，它就把它贴在那儿。
对呀，
为什么要贴符啊？
这个食堂就是要这样子的。
燒啦，冇人燒炮啦，過嚟，斟茶酒。 怎么？得唔得先？喂，唔可以咁好啊！你規矩就講規矩啊！呢個點解可以咁樣嘅？嗰啲咯，
不然等一下。
嗰啲咯，先斟茶，再斟酒。
还有粽子米饭，还有一只鸡。
唔可以咁嘅喎。
過嚟，
我哋斟茶就俾太公。
斟茶俾太公。
我哋太公喎。可以啦。可以了。吃跑吗？
係啊。
任人休息起來。你好。
你好。你好。快啲過嚟斟下茶走。
你好。係咪呀？
斟茶走啊！斟啲茶走俾太公啊！
This decoration in front of us, which resembles a small house, is where my grandfather's spirit tablet is placed. He passed away last year. According to our local customs, 3 salvation rituals must be performed for every deceased person. These items remain here after his first ritual. As long as the rituals remain incomplete, villagers will continue paying respects here after their ancestral hall ceremonies. Only after completing all 3 rituals will these items be removed.
Không siêu phao à? Ở chơi lá. Xô hồi là. Sao lèo chơi? Chơi mày siêu à? Cháu là hàng cái đi thầu là.
The next place of worship is where every household in the entire village must come to pay their respects. Hence, it is called the Begong Shrine, meaning the shrine of all villagers. It symbolizes the collective offerings of the entire community, praying for the prosperity and stability of our village, good health for everyone, and the continuation of our descendants for generations to come.
喂好，打火机啦，好了。
刘汤过来，没修啊，过来。
未燒，過嚟先得得。
天地人民要不要来点？这次看看谁还敢说老鼠。
哎，你还去那个帮忙的。
这次看看谁还敢说老鼠。
快，邊嚟啊？今日冇，幾大？就冇。
看看谁敢说老鼠。
今日冇啊！嚟啦！嚟啦！
好了。
拜呀，拜呀。
拜呀。
拜一拜先。
幾大？拜日日咩咧？拜條口，拜日日啊
！OK， sir。开始。好了。好了。
拜日日，俾林神台。拜嚟啊！拜日日，嚟咗嘛？你想拜日日？
你對翻。
拜爷爷。
干拜，干拜呀呀！来。
这三个是老鼠没钱。
来啊！
来了吗？
走走。
这刚才可说老鼠没钱。开杀！
哪个？用手啊！
拿起来啊！
人哋未燒炮啊，你走去嗰度做咩啊？就算燒炮，你塞住耳仔喺呢度得啦，使行咁遠啦。
很辣的吧？还有大伯。好。
走啊，嚟咗解，小phong咯
喎。小波波喎，就冇。
要講點啊？
啱啊。牛扒。牛扒去勤丁啊，跟你丁啊。
燒啊！哎呀，
làm giàu xin tiền á.
cái này ngà xíu mà giàu quá đây à.
我来个。
Dòng một cái càng á.
Cứ thằng nó cứ chàng như thế đó.
Rồi tao kia, nó lọc ta.
Thanh lý gì bạn hả? Nhà nó trong đó chỉ là những màu gì đó. Trẻ lấy lại.
Chân học xã hướng lần mà.
Chà nó.
Uống hẳn tại vừa đó. Không có bán tiền xịt qua nè.
Lại lượm đi sắm coi luôn ấy. Mi đưa mặn đó là. Quá giờ giờ. Cái bài mà. Cái bài như vậy là. Quá giờ giờ. Đi. Đừng thành hảo đấy.
Next, we need to pay tribute to the deceased ancestors of our family over the centuries. as they are buried in the mountains west of the village and the mountains east of the village respectively, and due to the long distance, there is no need to go into the mountains to perform the rituals. Instead, we can simply conduct the memorial ceremony at the entrance of our home, facing the directions where they are laid to rest.
这里不用烧炮。这里不烧炮。
我刚说给我了一盒的这个炮，机甲暴龙。
斟茶酒啦。
倒茶酒。
Ngâm vào.
身边的人呢，他在了你的树旁边。烧纸，给我一些。
敢不敢烧炮？嗯，今天晚上咱送这个大炮让你烧好不好？我这个打火机给你。哎呦，你抵就得死。
My son usually lives with me in the city and rarely sees Joss paper. He seems very curious and interested in the images and denominations printed on this spirit money dot.
10亿、100亿，
这里
100亿
元。 都能买好几辆车，好几个别墅了。
能买无数，
小洋楼，
无数小别墅，无数小车。
那我的这还没有烧。
烧啊，放进去啊。
放进去啊。
蹲下来。
哎呀！ 哇，变成了一个黑乎乎的蛋卷儿。
你燒未？
变成了黑乎乎的蛋卷，我又变很不一样，还是康康红。
好。
哎呦，换了。
sao rồi nào đây?
Dạ, một kiến.
Nhưng mà sẽ bắt phá. Phải, là phải dạ, mày huynh đi thò.
Chào máu.
Có cái thò đây.
Bye bye dạ dạ. Bye bye dạ dạ. Bye bye dạ dạ. Ngồi lại đi. Đừng có lại.
所以咪公司要滑動，我公司叫你用翻嘅，我你好似覺得好多。
Phải rồi đó cô bà, phải vậy à?
妈妈呀！
有谢谢呗。
我领取一盒。
你们有的吗？
里面当然有了。太长了。
Cho. Tôi chầm đi phải đấy.
Chậm trà chậm cái sừng có chứ. Tất là. Cái chậm trâu. Chậm trâu. Chậm cái hầu. Hầu mấy làm chứ. Cái rồi làm cho bằng bay à. Tất là cây thò. Tất là.
Thì làm bye à. Ồ, được.
哇，好犀利喎！
搞齊啦。
The final place of worship was at home. When my son and daughter were born, my parents invited someone to perform a ritual to invite the guardian deity, Guanyin Bodhisattva, asking the protective deity to safeguard the health and happiness of the two children as they grow. These ceremonial traditions have continued for over a millennium. With this, all the Lunar New Year's Eve worship rituals have now been fully completed.
他拿你什么啦？好，
之前嘅燈
好了，你好，你好，你翻去。
哦，之前幾時？
你玩不玩不玩？
我呢啲之前得啦。
做啦。
下邊呢時就拿得啦。
做啦。 有啥？过来。放喺度先，拜牙。
姐会拿，你帮我带着先。
放这里就行了，放这里就行了。
你得给我呢，放一个好，放你兜里。你兜。
放这里就行了。
我得压住。
你斟茶咋？
去倒茶酒，快点，来。
这隐蔽了也不像。隐蔽的地方。就没拿啦。
倒茶酒啊，拜牙呀。
你了。你的手。
打牙了。
都看没了，没了。
行了，没了，意思一下就行了。
最后一滴就不到了。
嚯！
之前你都係談兩句啦嘛。
能聊啦。
拜未？
係星星日，星星日弄呢隻啦。
有，我哋重新牙咯。等一下先吗？
Then it's just a matter of waiting until Mom cooks all the dishes, and the whole family can enjoy the reunion dinner together.
再整個。
我
I'll have some fun first and play firecrackers with the kids. But after I returned to the kitchen, my busy mother began pointing out the mistakes we had made during the ancestral worship ceremony again. After being lectured by Mom, we learned our lesson. When I walked out of the kitchen, I saw the kids playing happily. Noticing my little nephew's mischievous look, I wondered whether to tease him again. Additionally, the chicken used to worship the ancestors in the pot must be reboiled once more. This is because during the ritual, the chicken may have been contaminated with dust from incense and candles, ensuring that it remains clean and hygienic for consumption. After much consideration, I decided to tease my little nephew, but was immediately stopped by my wife. The chicken and duck in the pot had been reboiled, and my mom began taking them out of the water to cut them up. I couldn't handle this task, as I'm not skilled with a knife.
Chẳng để phó để ba. Chào tìm tìm.咩？師傅啦。咁啱唔係我洗嘅咧。咁你等陣你咩喎？好多，我跟你說。什麼我那麼多啊？
Cái gì mà anh slide sẵn cái thử slide ở đây.
This is my cousin's home, and this is my cousin's mother. It seems their cooking progress is almost synchronized with ours.
Thâu được là.
插肥啲油上嚟，咪走完啲，等我。
肥兩邊啦，後係啦，肥前頭啊。
就過嚟咩？依種咧，就係，我怕肥啲第三。呢個唔得咧，
鋪兩邊咧。個朵mà mù cô.
冇塔啊！即係我睇嚟粒整成粒嚟。
The novel dish they prepared appears to be ready. I couldn't resist trying a piece. To be honest, while the dish was innovative in style, the flavor wasn't particularly extraordinary. It tasted similar to regular meat dishes, but it was still quite delicious. In our home kitchen, Mom is already cooking, with just a few more dishes left to finish. Although I can prepare these dishes too, they never taste as delicious as when Mom makes them. Here, my son and wife are helping tend to the fire. Having grown up in the city, my son has never seen firewood cooking before, so he finds this task particularly fun and novel. Look. This is our family's reunion dinner on Chinese New Year's Eve. Mom worked hard all day to prepare so many delicious dishes. Our whole family gathers around the table to enjoy the feast together, celebrating the upcoming New Year. This tradition symbolizes our family's wish to stay united, happy, and healthy every year, maintaining our family bond with joy and good health throughout each coming year. After dinner, as the sky gradually darkens, the following hours become a time for complete relaxation and entertainment. Many people choose to set off fireworks. Some play mahjong. Others go shopping, head to karaoke, or watch the Spring Festival Gala on TV. As for me, I choose to spend this wonderful time with the kids, lighting fireworks together.
Đi đâu nhảy mà. Cái đời với nhau.
要起来，要起来不？坏了了。走。走了。这小溜了。
这小溜，我到我了。
走了不？就歪溜了。
歪溜。
走走走走走。
我了，到我了。
嗯。去哪邊學？上海，你上海。少溜啦。
係啊。
嗯。上海你做解。是啊。คนนั้นก็ตุ้ยในท่าตุ้ยให้ในท่าตุ้ยให้ในท่าไม่ยกไม่ตุ้ยเดียวยานมาเลยตาละตาละ你小女幾條咯？
我小幾條啊，攤攤定啊，兩條先，兩條先。係啦，回來你做啊，加還幾包？
對埋頭。睇你少了咯，少了公多了，得啦。啊，你頭風煙化。
哎呀，你醒了，这台这三回的，这台，这三回的。
Hai đây hai năm con nàng này. Hai năm con nàng này. Ừ. Mày alo, siêu xài lên đó.
According to our local customs, after the New Year's Eve dinner, we continue to offer incense at the ancestral temple each evening until the Lantern Festival on the 15th day of the first lunar month.
Why?
We usually go around 8 p.m., symbolizing that even as we celebrate the festival, we must ensure the incense in the ancestral hall remains unbroken. This ritual is quite simple. We just light the incense sticks and insert them into the burner. This time, I went with my cousin and young nephew.
What? Lấy cho bạn đây à? Chiều ơi. Chẳng qua lấy quá.
Của em không với.
Tao xài lít thìn đây lấy cho quay.
Hai nhà ba luôn, lấy số tiền này nghe.
Mày em mày tao lòng lo. Nó lạc lại đó.
After completing the incense offering, my cousin and I decided to visit my uncle's house.
Thìn liễu thảm à.
When we arrived, the whole family had already finished dinner. Only my uncle remained at home scrolling through his phone while others had gone about their own activities.
Mặn nhâm mà nhâm là người mực làm bố nó lòng này đã có chuối này là ủa sự chẳng nhâm mà.
However, Before we could even exchange a few words with my uncle, we realized my nephew had disappeared. Worried the child might be scared in the dark, my cousin and I set out to look for him. But we apparently underestimated his capabilities. The little guy had already found his way home alone. I couldn't help but curiously ask him, "Aren't you afraid of the dark at all?" After returning home, I saw my daughter setting off fireworks at the doorstep. I continued to join the kids in playing with them, lighting fireworks together. After all, this is the only time of the year when they can do this. Seeing them so happy made me happy too. Setting off fireworks must be one of the most joyful things for them during the spring festival season.
不用了，不用拿了，不用拿了。
要拿出来了，不然它点不到。
在里面了吗？
对啊。
At least
拿到外面来。
哎，有车。
这里哪里有车？现在？
什么？
拍个靓照，看好哦，拿好。喂，对。我感觉不行。就是甩的，这种就是甩的。不好吗？没了，你的甩跑了。拿什么拿呀？不能拿。
我要找小三叔，你先玩一下这个
我不玩。
不是他们买了加特林。
谁呀？
小三叔，他买了加特林。他们去2天买的。然后那里很多。 甩手都累了。妈，你来了。
你做咩？
你靓女嘛？
要上去。
摆个造型，能不能好看一点？
买了的，然后我把它拿出来，我就奇怪，好像凭空消失了一样。
你来，按这里，我已经点了，你来点火，按这个。
我害怕。
啊！这个也不会爆炸的啊，喷的不会爆炸的，快点，来，继续。
我害怕。来吧。哎，这拿出火线。
不用了，我直接烧的。
好玩。
你来点。着火了你就跑就行了嘛。
我这一不全点烟花了。
有车。
确实有点想点，但我又害怕。
那这个你来点，点一下就行了。来。
那等会儿妈说出去让你请他喝奶茶。
快点。
那等会记得请我喝奶茶。
点啦。
我害怕。
好了，别动了，就这样。
还是线头。
唉。
不然它不好点啊。对，照相这里。奶茶一杯，可以继续玩吧。
那来一个，我教你怎么放。这里。
不要抓着的，不要抓着的。
这里，让它飞去那边。
拿出火线，把枪给拿出。
快点。
这水往前放。完了。
哎，我叫你不要拔了，直接点的，人家不用拔的。
我不拔，我害怕。
你这不对好，对那个柴火干嘛呢？对着路中间。好，可以。 对呀、就是这样嘛。再来，直接点了。嗯。哇，等一下，飞到屋子里面去了。
飞哪了？
飞到门口那里去了。
这边啊？
嗯，没响。
没有啊。
我来點，我來點。那麼對住部車，對去嗰邊。
就對着這邊。
嗯。爺爺走啦喎，少啦喎，你隻外賣去你頭，回個頭來。回個頭來，啊，趕到2個，趕到2個。
我推過去了。
好，舉起來，舉起來，舉高。
會有電線。
打那邊怎麼會有電線呢？舉那邊。这个什么情况？
那个要好久的。
啊？松手，你松手。哇，来了，来了，拿着。
还有一个彩鱼，我也用过快了。最后一个彩鱼。爸爸，我起来，直接点着火。等下我，真的很快，等下打。
对远的，没有了。嗯，放個腿帶。
我一起。
喷不了的。
真的呀。这都反，这个是没有盖的。
好。你關鈴冇？你關鈴冇？這小姑娘啦，咪有料啦，咪有料啦。
那连续4个吧。
嗯。
这是8个。别服啦！
得没？
没有，还差一个，还差一个，还差一个，最后还差。 一个就可以，3个一起点。OK， 好了，走。
小青蛙，这个没有留了，少过留啦。
不在这啊。把最大的12点再放吧。来喽！这个我想点，但是又不敢。我感觉你总该能放3个一起点，3个放吃。
靠近一点。
等一下，还没可以啊！我手上全都火药。
洗手。
等我先咯。
gì con tim à? Lấy con tim? Mặt đang tán sọt rồi đây xí cái sau này rồi. Đợi dạo. 到了不？把回来后摇起来。回来后你就歪。
那我都不敢拿灰。一个放3个5个地方。
到了。
得了。
Since we had dinner quite early, we were already feeling hungry by this time. After discussing it with my wife, we decided to go to the town center to buy some street snacks. It's about 5 kilometers from our home to the town, and it takes less than 10 minutes by car, so it's very convenient. This is just a small rural town with only a few streets. Though compact in size, you can find almost everything you need. At this evening hour, the local snacks by the roadside are usually the most popular. We decided to buy some barbecue. Which is particularly loved by children. Due to the large crowd of customers, we had to queue up. After telling the vendor what we wanted, we asked him to prepare ours first. Meanwhile, my wife decided to go buy some milk tea drinks in River Snails before returning to pick up the barbecue. The vendor said no problem.
mà mày nhà nào không bảo mắt ảnh nhà ôi này cái đầu tiên lo cái đầu tiên đó là bằng hấp bao à
Hai bơi tỉnh không chả飲奶茶嘅，好我哋飲檸檬茶。问三叔喝什么杯？你要喝什么东西？飲杯檸檬茶唔怕㗎，又唔係飲奶茶。哦，睇杯。
没有奶茶了，有奶绿。
你呢？
我唔得。
有，加奶绿加珍珠是吗？
哇，真的加特林水打很久，还是很快。
檸檬茶做咩啊
？7块。
啊？
那冰的是热的。
檸檬茶唔會咩啊？
你為什麼？
加特林是打得快还是打得慢？
快。
啊？
快。
很快就打完了。用不了10分钟。
好的。
那个菊香白柚，菊香白柚茶。
啊，加特林只能用1分钟了，是不是？
对啊。
草莓是吗？
用了多少发子弹？
几十发。
几十发？
你爸嘞？
我算是真的。
你飲咩啊？
唔飲。
啊？
唔飲。
怎麼可能
你死咗食嘢你唔飲嘅啊？
唔飲。
啊？嗰個霜喎，買嚟嘅喎。
我只穿它。
你只喝水。
对啊。热怕。
Thiền lùi thoát mái. Thiền lùi thoát mái. Cái lùa sao? Sao lại? Mất đại lùa, thiền lùa à? Màu với này sực lùa à, màu với sực lùa thiền lùa đó là.
老师，再试一样好不好？哎呀，咩嘛？點解？喵木士啊！喵木士咧？飯夠嗎？好啊。
夠啦。
呢啲，過嚟呢個。
This is Tianluo, river snails. a snack I really enjoy. It's made by stewing river snails with bamboo shoots, and the serving costs 15 RMB. I make sure to have it at least once every year when I return to my hometown, and my son loves it too. You can't find this snack anywhere else.
Lương ảnh đấy.
Some might say it's unsafe to go out at night, but here, you can go out anytime after dark. Whether you're a child, adult, or elderly person, no matter where you go, it's completely safe. As long as you don't engage in illegal activities or provoke trouble while out, no one will bother you. You're free to do whatever you want.
拍干嘛的？
我6蚊。少辣冇？少辣咯嗬。你幾時10蚊咋？你拎埋先。
就是不要辣。
要一点点辣才好吃的，3吃都要一点点辣。
The boss's business is so booming that even after we finished shopping elsewhere and came back, he still hadn't prepared our order, and we had to wait a bit longer. I could tell my son was probably drooling as he stood there waiting. His eyes glued to those snacks. After finishing our shopping and realizing there was nothing else left to buy, we decided to pack everything up and head home so the rest of the family could eat together.
香不香
5串。
小汽车。
香。
我要切。
香。
不要跑，路上不要跑。
The ground is covered with red burnt firecracker paper, left by street shops worshipping the god of wealth. In China, red symbolizes prosperity and vitality, representing a thriving life and serving as an auspicious symbol.
在那里我真的是觉得好无聊的时候我就想吃东西。我想说那今天很好吃。
妈，你是不是想吃东西啊？我带了一个虾吃嘛给你。还有啰啰。哎。
佢哋飲唔完㗎，哎呀，一杯煮三百肉，不是奶茶不怕，不是奶茶不怕，
你们自私啊！
别，这个是你的。
3也别吃我的，看，这是我的，不是你的啊。我的。
烧烤那个广西话的炸嘢。
田螺。
我是新疆羊肉串。
我要吃田螺。
臭豆腐。
哪里有这个好玩的？
对吧？
哎，我鱿鱼呢？
我哋就係口痕水一片，你唔知我同你講我真實老實講句。
我魷魚呢？
係揾咗大盞嗰時我想哇！幾時邊度開下水啊？我哋咁樣唔就呢有幾多唔知邊個人嘅，反正我想
没有啊，没有了，这个嘛。
我缩小了呀。
这炸了肯定缩小了。
是不是你们两个的？你们一个挖的吧？照顾了我的吧？我们可以是我们这边长天的地方人不敢吃啊，谁来挑战一下？最貴就有杯唔知邊個嘅唔開嘅。我想講咩朋友話後面要唔要我攞杯嚟飲下咧？之後呢，我個仔就同我講話，媽，真係是你挑的，那個人來我吃啊。我講笑。
有吃2串。
我成見到出嚟同我話。
誰讓你吃2
串？飲提神啊！即係後邊都唔咩啦。係啊。做咩喺成都冇講咩咧？咩叫我做妹嘅？人哋拉我講嘅啫。我媽都錯啊！我媽都錯啊！喺度問佢細佬。
好甜。
10點多了。哇！拿錢呢？
好大那个田螺，
係啊，即係咁，那麼大個。
有噻。
After returning home from shopping, the kids were already eager to start eating the grilled skewers. Watching my son devour them, no matter how I called out to him, he couldn't be bothered to respond.
新疆羊肉串好好吃啊！我就说你别吃了我的哈。
咁點解咁就介紹佢㗎？
你而家講係人哋咯，大媽而家整年卅嗰啲唔講，咁咪至追我今日咪至追我，叫我帶人哋走去睇我追落，我話我又唔得閒，再加上冇可能你而家人哋家姐都未翻嚟，我講啊。去買宵夜啦。呢個底嘅話就咩啲？
拿這種呢？
嗰個咧係個冚。
有噻。
好久不見。
有噻，拿垃圾桶過來。
即係呢個係嗰個。
呢個細嘅，頭先嗰個大嘅。
太鹹了，太鹹了啦。太鹹了。
香啊！俾人哋話5年同埋95年同埋咩唔啱經啊！
邊個啊？
食啊！唔多，閂埋啊！
我試試。
9點幾嗰陣時都話佢要喺電視，係咁耐都冇見你落嚟。
係咯，佢哋喺度扯到我講邊度得
好味。
我都話啦，話
呢個又啱講呢個啦，全部咧呢個就係呢個係
爸爸，我講一下。
nếu mà mình dùng là kiếm tóc á, nó dùng đi tô mà.
不是有那个什么筷子吗？
哇，太鹹了。
筷子啊，用筷子吃啊。
這個竹筍挺好吃的。
又鹹啊！又鹹又辣。
佢擺咗好多，做乜揾我班人嚟啦？
到大家件衫喎，你做啊？後尾我話女仔識人識有。
紅盒。
要有識學先得㗎，係咪先？你係咪要識學先講得㗎？
而家第3已經差唔多好多人揾佢做媒喎。
都話好多人，佢哋係本身就喺出邊打電話過嚟叫我物色，我揾我物色嘅。有時你話仔同埋男仔同埋女仔嘅話，意思講你可以有啲相爭下先得㗎，你。 唔係講抵都有就亂揦咗上去俾人哋㗎，係咪先？太辣了，我不吃辣。
呢個係
大面山豆豆係咪？應該唔係好辣嘅。
豬佢表弟度買嘅。
佢表弟嗰個仲好食，隔離嗰個好鬼難食嘅，而家啱新嚟嗰日諗緊頭，跟住好入味嘅。
佢表弟度，佢表弟話啦10點鐘直單啦，翻燒炮嘅衫。
After stuffing themselves with kebabs and drinks, the kids ran off to the neighbor's house across the street to watch TV. My son and daughter have gone to the neighbor's place every year to watch TV because that's where their playmates are. Of course, sometimes I join them and sit with them for a while. Time flies, and it's already 11:50 p.m. With midnight approaching, I need to head home early to prepare the firecrackers for welcoming the new year. At exactly midnight, every household here sets off firecrackers and fireworks at their doorstep, symbolizing the act of driving away all inauspicious things and ushering in a fresh start for the new year. I took out the firecrackers, unpacked them, and laid them out in the open space outside our home entrance. With everything set and ready to be lit at any moment, all we needed to do was wait until the clock struck midnight to ignite them.
你好。你那个站出来。
However, exactly at 12 o'clock midnight on New Year's Eve here in our region and throughout China, it is the liveliest moment in the climax of the New Year's Eve celebrations. This marks the official commencement of welcoming the Spring Festival across the entire country. Meanwhile, starting from today, the first day of the Lunar New Year, all of us must temporarily change our usual greetings when meeting each other. For example, when seeing someone, we should say name, Happy New Year, wishing you prosperity. This special greeting custom will continue until the end of the entire first lunar month. Normally, our family spends over 1,000 RMB every year buying fireworks to store at home and set them off over several nights, mainly because the children enjoy playing with them. Most other families also purchase fireworks, with some even spending tens of thousands of RMB to buy various types and setting them off every night. During the Spring Festival period, we can enjoy firework displays almost every evening. People in our area often say that without fireworks, the Lunar New Year would lose its festive atmosphere. So the livelier the celebrations, the better. Different regions have varying policy restrictions. Some urban areas prohibit fireworks and firecrackers, while there are no restrictions in our rural area as long as no dangers are intentionally caused. This is why Spring Festival celebrations in the countryside are much more vibrant than in cities, which is also one of the reasons many Chinese people prefer returning to rural areas for the Lunar New Year.
Haha. Yeah. Yeah.
After setting off fireworks and firecrackers, the children still didn't want to go to sleep and insisted on continuing to set off more fireworks. So I had to stay with them and keep going.
去嗰邊喎，再去嗰邊，住高。
别走啊！
别动！
这边我车吧。
别动！喂，大炮来了！哈哈。举高。
As an ordinary rural villager in China, this is how I experience and celebrate the Chinese New Year's Eve every year. Of course, starting from the first day of the Lunar New Year, we engage in various other activities such as traveling and gathering with relatives and friends. During this period, everyone stops working and devotes themselves to fully relaxing and enjoying festive entertainment.
Sao luôn, bùm luôn. 着了哇？着坏了哇？
那个有车吧？等会一帮阿爸。我店长。
覆盖个自己嘅啊！
我去那边，去那边。对。我放在那个。哼。
看好怎么点。
哎呀。
拿好这个，用这个尾巴点，就不用靠近了。
你要有套到我，是有套到我。哇，不要点那个已经放完了，我来玩那个。
จับถือtay咩放到洞里面就行啦。蹦！直接点就行啦，就点你那个引线啦，2个手拿。
我拿这个。都要拿2个这边。
嗯。在天上。
还有啊。
嗯。
没有了。看我。
蹦！
下。快了。没了吗？
小生，你来一根。来不来？
这是什么？
就姐姐玩了这个。
不会爆的。
那对啊，就这样喷出去的。加特林。单管的加特林。
等会儿我帮他点细管的。爸，等我玩完先，你再帮他点。我想给他点。
等一下，我帮你点。一根管的加特林。
还有另外一种是呢，手提着的，听的，不是真的，它真的也是烟花，它也是烟花。
Finally, in keeping with Chinese New Year traditions, I would like to extend my warmest wishes to everyone watching this video. May you enjoy good health, abundant wealth, success in your career, and harmonious family life. Thank you all for watching.
往那边呐，你打到大妈那边去了吗？ 没了，没了，没了，没了，没了。
这个为什么就怎么样？
蹦！
你想做吓佢咩？
对过去一点，李浩往那边，不要打到大妈家去啦。不是，举高。
这里，对。为什么不发射？
哎，
哇哦，加特林，
往那边。
加细版的。
嗯。
哇，老魏都唔怕喎，佢怕係大病啊！
这种小胖他当然不怕啦。
你敢不敢？
我都玩过了。
你玩過？你不是怕嗎？
我玩过啊。
你說剛玩的？
剛玩。
喂，你嗰陣今日我哋去燒紙嗰陣時，人哋嗰度都唔係你哋村㗎，係咪？人哋邊啲人嚟燒紙咩？
邊度？
今日咯。
喺邊度為止？
這也叫加特林。
聽底啲燒啊！
嗯。
可能係下低啲翼面啊！
唔知人哋開車上嚟嘅。
面啊！
之後人哋有燒兩封炮仗嗰陣時，有個即係好似爸爸嚟啲應該咁嘅年紀㗎啦。
係啊，阿姐喊嘅大哥啊！
大哥？嗯。佢應該有兩個仔，有兩個新抱，嗰兩個唔知係咪？人哋開車上嚟，之後呢佢哋燒炮仗嗰時，我哋唔敢入去嘛，我哋又攞住啲香，入又唔敢入。
好啦，沒有了。